my wasabis, this is Jirbie, your certified aromatherapist, and you're back for another essential oil video. So for today, I will be comparing all of these lavender essential oils. This is a highly requested video. So a lot of people have been asking me to do this ever since I started. I've gone through other lavender brands before, like Now. I think I have Now, and I think I have Plant Therapy before. So I'm not sure if I have Now right now. So yep, turns out I do. So we have another one to add to our roster of lavenders. And I also have my, tub of coffee beans to reset my nasal palette, because comparing more than two can be overwhelming to anyone's senses. For this video, if you are curious to know which one smells better, what are their differences, is there anything more special if it's from France or if it's from Bulgaria, then stay tuned in this video as we go through each and every one of these brands of lavender oil. So let's dive right in. Okay, so I'm so happy that I have this lineup of lavender oils because a lot of you have been asking for this video for quite a while. Let us start with Now. I have this in bigger bottle because this is really cost efficient for its price and for its size. It's pretty affordable. Now is one of the trusted brands. You can check out their GCMS on their website. Locally in the Philippines, you can buy this from any True Value stores. Go to the candle section or fragrance section. It's usually there, and it's usually by the cornermost area of the store where nobody really checks. So you can ask if they have Now in stock. If not, just go through the candle section or their reed diffuser section. It's usually there. I normally spot this at their Rockwell branch or their Shangri-La branch. I haven't really checked other branches. I think the others are smaller. So anyway, let's take a whiff. Oh, very lavender. Typical. Let me just check if they have noted the country of origin. They don't. They don't. But it's all Lavandula angustifolia. Okay, let us try Zelaroma. Very similar, but I feel that Now is more floral. More floral. Zelaroma is more vibrant. Zelaroma's lavender is from Australia, which I like. It has a different dimension into it. Next, we will be comparing Young Living. Also, they don't really note which country of origin. I feel like it's also vibrant. Now's is more herbal. It's like herbal floral, while Zelaroma is really vibrant and inviting. Young Living is vibrant, but there's a different sweetness into it. Let's try Casa de Lorenzo. This is a local brand. They don't note their country of origin. Maybe it's on their website, I'm not so sure. I can hardly smell it, honestly, so let me just try to cleanse my nasal palette. Fun. Okay, this one is more mild. And also a little sweet. Not as herbal, or Now's lavender has more of that herbal floral. I would assume it's similar to the French one, but that's just my guess. So let's move on to Florihana. This is straight up from France. They note their country of origin right here in front of their label. Yeah, it's more herbal flora, but this one has a little bit of that sweetness. This one is really vibrant. A little bit of that dated lavender. Like, I don't know. I haven't really smelled like a real lavender plant, so I wouldn't know. But I would assume, you know, oh, this is pretty new. We just opened it. It's sealed. This is French lavender from Nuxis. It has a different dimension into it, but it's a little more herbal floral as well. It lacks the sweetness that I get from these two. This one is a bit mild, but my brother-in-law likes this. But I personally prefer this because I like the vibrance of Zelaruma's lavender. Now let's try Aries lavender, and this is Bulgarian lavender. So it's called Kashmir lavender. It's distilled from Israel, but it's a local brand. Okay, so let's try it out. Oh, it's a bit more pungent, strong, very, very different. It's straight up your nose lavender, but it's very different. It has a heavier, like a muskier kind of lavender. If I would rank all of these lavenders from my most favorite to my least favorite, I would say I like Zelaruma's brightness. It's very playful. This one has a little sweetness. I'm not much into Florihana's dated kind of lavender. This one is too mild for me. Nuxis also would be here for me, and I like Now. So I like, and this is just my personal preference, okay? So I like Zelaruma because it's bright. It's very playful. Can you just try to reset my nose? Yeah, it's very, very playful. It's bright and it's halfway through, but it's bright, it's playful. And I've been using this for quite a while. My brother-in-law likes using this for his migraine. I have another friend who prefers this. I would prefer this. Like, it's a toss-up between Now and this. I like this because while it feels herbal floral, it's not as dated as Florihana, and it's not as heavy as Bulgarian. So if I were trying to encapsulate like a true lavender smell, I'd probably lean towards this. Probably, but I've never really experienced real lavender, right? So I wouldn't know. Also, lavender oil distilled from different countries would tend to smell different. They say the best kind of lavender oil is from the high altitudes of France. So I'm not sure if Florihana is from the higher altitudes of France. I would assume it is. I'm really not sure, but this is like legit French lavender. And I would say this is a good kind of lavender oil. But to me, it feels old and dated. like an old woman's perfume, something like that. So I would use this in the blend, but I would not use it as my personal perfume, that kind of thing, because I just don't like it. This one is too musky for my liking, but I've already been given a heads up by the owners of Aria that, you know, this would tend to smell a little different because this is cashmere lavender. Even though it's lavandula angustifolia, it's different. It's from a different region, so it's different. Very understandable. Have I used this in my diffusions? Not really. I just don't think it would mix well aromatically if I'm going to be using this for diffusion. I tend to use this for topical blends, because if I wanted to harness like the, you know, constituents of lavender, like for skincare or, you know, healing and stuff, this is going to be a good choice, especially if I'm planning to blend it with geranium or other oils that could help build the scent. You know, this is very, very workable. But for diffusion, I tend to use Zelaruma simply because I like the way the lavender is presented in Zelaruma. I haven't really used this for diffusion. I tend to use this for topical applications as well. I've used this for diffusion. This is new, so I haven't really used this for diffusion. Let me just take a whiff again. Yeah, it smells. Okay, just a bit of a background. When I was younger, I really hated floral scents. I hated it. I'm more of a citrus kind of girl, and just lately when I started to become an aromatherapist, I was really so into conifers. But prior to that, I tend to gravitate towards sweet smelling perfumes and citruses. Very, very rare that I would like something that's floral. And so when I had my JLo bottle of perfume, that's a little bit floral. I hated that. When I had my Nuxe bottle of perfume, I hated that, but now I tend to use them. So now that I'm older, I tend to use more floral oils. But, you know, the reason why I'm sharing that with you is, if this were given to me when I was younger, I would definitely not like this, because it smells that kind of floral that I don't really like. It's giving me that grandma vibe that I don't really like. I'm not saying it's bad, because perhaps that is the real smell of lavender in France. I'm not sure. I haven't experienced real plant smell, you know, the buds in flesh in front of me. So I can't judge, but I feel that it lacks the vibrance that I'm looking for. And yeah, but I'm not saying that these aren't pure. They all have their GCMS accessible, I think, except this one. Aria hasn't really given me their GCMS, although I believe you can ask it from them. I hope. But all of these other oils, like Zelaruma is accessible, this one is accessible, this one is not, Young Living is not, this one is accessible in their website, this one is not, but I believe you can ask it from them. They should be able to provide you. This one is accessible. So, in my opinion, if I were given a choice, I would put my money on these two. This provides more value, but this, for me, provides like the best smelling lavender. And this one is from Australia. So there you go. That's my comparison for all of these lavender essential oils that I have right now in my collection. I've gone through some lavenders. Like, I know I've had Eden's Garden before. I know I've had Plant Therapy before. And Plant Guru, I think. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to send me your super thanks. Super thanks is the best way for you to support any content creator. It funds our channel and it gives us motivation to do more and give you more of what you want from our channel. So if you enjoyed this video, or if you enjoyed any of my videos, don't forget to send me your super thanks and let me feel your love. Alright, so I guess that's all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you've picked up a little of my 2 cents from these oils. If you're curious of any of the oils from the brands that I have talked about, you can shoot them down below. I could consider them for another video, and I hope to see you on my next essential oil review. Bye.